You get past track 3 anymore.
Yeah, seriously.
It's not cool. It's not
It's
cool
like
because
first your best song, track number
Yeah.
1, track 2, the other your radio singles, and
well, you
then
gotta
after
stack
that,
them at the beginning. I mean, this idea of stacking and these terms like you got to hit people over the head. I don't know. How about drawing them in?
What
rather
about
than hitting
song
them
number
over the head?
6
How about
being
like,
the one
yeah.
that like you warm up to? You know, you
What
start
about the
with
first song of side 2? the way it used to be looked at. Hey, how about going to the album and turning it over and like, God, I want to hear that first song of side 2 really bad.
Yeah, like the mechanic. Well,
nice
the mechanic. It's the mechanics that when they used to make records, that came into play
and
physically.
Human involvement, right? You had to go turn it out. You had to like deal with it.
And flip it over.
Flip it over.
And put the like.
You in command.
Needle in the groove.
You're part of it. You're like living there with Rod Stewart. Like, yeah.
And like if it scratches, then that's like your reality of that song. Every like second verse, like the third line, it scratches a little bit. And that's like your experience of scratching that or wherever the record that you have that's like got the chips and the cat chewed off like the corner of it. Like that's all that stuff makes it so personal to you.
It's true.
And a lot of that is getting lost.
It'd be interesting how that gets channeled these days. How can you still make music and articles of music still mean a lot to you because it's more and more digital now. It's more like something on your computer screen.
If it's not regarded as something that's disposable.
Maybe it goes more internal.
Right.
Less than a product. I don't know. That would be the ultimate way that it would go, is that it becomes actually a really part of your spiritual being in a way, like a memory rather than so much a piece of cardboard. But it's pretty, the whole, MP3 thing's a trip. Because it's
because like when you have
intangible.
When you have a record and it's in this case and like it's scratched but you still hang on to it, it means a lot to you.
Yeah.
And you keep it, and it's just like this thing that you have and you love. But the MP3, I lose MP3s all the time and burn a new one and get a new one, and I have no concept of what album art is, and like I don't really get to like look and see who played on this song.
Well, that's the other thing, and you do some of your own artwork, and I'm sure that's like. That feels good to put on your. I know that I like to have a big part of like putting photographs I take or lyrics. I like putting my lyrics in the book. I mean, you gotta hope that people are gonna seek. They're gonna still want that. Yeah. That's gonna be up to the consumer, really. Like, are they gonna want to check out who played on that or what Brett was saying, or let me look at that picture you drew of the clarinet player? Like, people are gonna want to go there. It's gonna be really up to people, right? I mean, because it's not gonna be so much. A unit anymore. It's going to be in the computer. It's interesting.
But you said to me the other day that things are looking up, like you're really feeling good about.
For the first time in a long time, I feel like there's a movement. I gotta go now. Sorry, it was a joke.
but there is. I know. I feel it too.
I really feel like there's a good energy in it, and part of it was meeting you for me, like, and we're kind of like turning each other on to a lot of musicians and a scene. And, and
I was telling you in the car the other day that I was like, man, you attract a lot of really good musicians who like to play with you, and it's hard to put words to. It's a vibe. It's so much of a vibe thing. Yeah. Like, because I mean. You could, if you have the money, you can have any musician in the world play with you, and they could be pretty and choppy, and it'd be great.
Make them show up at 3 o'clock.
But then you have people who like gravitate towards you.
For a reason.
The vibe that you're putting out like matches their vibe, and like they're like, I'm into that. Yeah. And just talking about the people that you surrounding yourself with, like Chris Lovejoy and Leon Mobley, and these guys. That are super vibey guys, and
I really got a good head with the music, like want to do it for the right reasons, and really, again, back to the songwriting, it's like finding musicians who are focused on the song. Like, that's cool. They may be badasses as well, which we all hope we do when we play, but like, how focused is the musician on the song?
On the song.
That's the big thing.
Yeah, and that's something that you've always been really good at, and I think it's because you're a songwriter. Like, just when you play with me on stage and you're playing guitar or mando, you manage to, like, find the spot. There's all the space in the music, from the drums and the bass and me singing in there. Then you find whatever instrument you're in, you find the spot, and you just get in there, and you stay in there, and it's like, man. How does he do that? And then, like, here comes a change, and you play over it, and, like, the vibe is set, and, like, I think that has to come from you being a songwriter.
Being in the spot of singing the song too, and like wondering I don't want to be stepped on.
Yeah.
I want to be enhanced.
Because when you play a song, like when you play a song that you wrote, it's not, you got to kind of like, everybody kind of has to focus on putting the song out there in the best light that you can do it. And I've played with lots of musicians who are like, okay, like just to watch me, like I'm like, here comes the color, like, and it's like, whoa, drenched in whatever they're doing,
from a
and they
different
have
place. Just a different place.
no regard for where the song's going and what kind of landscape we want to create around the vocal.
On that given night where it might be going. That's the other thing, right? Yeah. Like it's not even. It's like on that given night, it may be a different trip.
Yeah.
Where the song needs to go.
Yeah. True. I mean, the song is different. I mean, you may be singing the same lyrics every night and playing maybe the same chords or the same part, but it's not the song. It's not the same song. People say, don't you get tired of playing the same songs every night? And it's like, well, if I considered it to be playing the same songs every night, then yes, I would get tired. Right. But that's not what it is. It's not. It's like being present in the moment, being present, fully present. That's what performing is to me, being fully present in the moment. I can start thinking about, oh, here comes this part, or like I'm singing this song again.
And you're bound to do that to some extent.
You do that, and it's a train wreck.
Yeah.
It's a train wreck. It's about being fully present, and you rehearse songs, you practice songs, because it's like it's repetition. It's like meditation. It's just like if you're doing martial arts or something, you you have your routine that you focus on,
but you don't want to
lose
get
that.
In the if you're
keep your chops up and to keep your tone and But it's really about being present and taking whatever vibe is in the room, whatever's out there in the cosmos, and letting it channel through and out of you.
I think that's why the Troubadour was a really good scene that night. I was looking around while I was playing in the Dennen band, and it was like the vibe. People were looking for that from you in a new way. This is like part of this new energy that I feel right now in the music world. It's like good, and I'm feeling like we're all trying to do our part when we play. It's like I looked around the room that night, and I was feeling that. I feel like people were actually in the moment, like, and rooting for us too, like rooting. It used to be like I used to go to Grateful Dead concerts, and I was like, this is a miracle. People are rooting for the solo. It's like a jazz thing after solos, and they're also rooting. They're bringing that song to a climax. Like they want Uncle John's band to kill when it goes to the minor chord. Like where is that these days?
No, it's not.
You're bringing it,
dude. That's what I'm saying. You're bringing it, dude.
Thank you.
And it's like the song may be the same song, but it's not the same song. It's a moment in time. And it's when everything that everyone has ever experienced, or it's every person's consciousness coming through these notes and these lyrics and the energy of that performance. And then once it happens, it's gone forever.
Right.
You can never get it back. You can play the songs again, but that moment you can never get back.
Right. And let's make it a scene.
Yeah. Tom, Freund.
Brett Dennen.
SongCheck.
Peace.